Hi everybody. So I'm going to do probably not so quick, but as fast as I can update on my tarot collection. I do have a different one and it's kind of a, plus I've gotten quite a bit of stuff since then. Anyway, so I thought that I would show you my favorite card, which is the Death card. I love anything that can transition into something new and beautiful. I think everything can do that. So here is what I will do. I will just jump on in and get started with the ones I know. I'm going to start with all of my Rider-Waite versions, starting with the very first deck ever, which is this one. Most of you guys have probably seen this one before. It was given to me, I don't remember when, a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure it was like tea stained or coffee stained or whatever, to make it look kind of antique. So it's kind of stiff, but that's okay. I learned from it and I enjoy it. I didn't really take out the Death cards. Most people know what Rider-Waite-Smith cards look like. These are all, your normal ones. So I have this version, and then I have the tiny little tin version, which is a little bitty version of that, and it's pretty vibrant. It's the radiant, I want to say the radiant Rider-Waite, because the colors in these are pretty major compared to the other one. So I have that version as well, and I also have this version. It's the borderless. It's the Smith-Waite version. I guess you can see this side, but it is the same version as the rest of them. It's just borderless and big enough to see everything. This is the deck that I learned off of, which was Rider-Waite-Smith. It's what I would recommend if you're new. Because there's just so much good information out there on this deck. Let's see, also I have the Pam's Vintage Tarot. Not 100% sure it's still circulating. I know that there was a certain amount that they made. I don't know if it's still available or not, but I do have it. And it is just a very vintagey looking, beautiful, beautiful deck. This one, I wouldn't recommend starting because it doesn't have any of the information on there. Like, that's the Magician, and it doesn't say it. So you would have to be really, really comfortable with what everything is, what all the cards are before there's a world, before you just start with that Ace of Pentacles. So, but I absolutely love it, and it's very good. Cardstock thick, good cards. And then, let's see, another mini tin deck that I have is the Morgan Greer. And I don't have the big version. I might end up getting it because I love this one. This is the second one that just really kind of blew my top off, and it is just so similar to the Rider-Waite-Smith. So if you're just ready to upgrade from that one deck that you have, this is a good one. You won't miss out. You won't not understand what's going on. There's the Death card, the Devil card, the Sun. Look how vibrant they all are. So these are really, really pretty. I enjoy this deck as well. I'm gonna try to go in order from here so I don't skip around too much. I also have, let's just do, this is what is this one? The Night Sun Tarot. This is a really kind of a dark deck. I don't have too many dark decks, but sometimes, you're in that mood, and that's what the one side looks like. I have gilded the sides, and I have cut the borders off and rounded the edges. So this is the Death card. I do like it. I do like it because she's like some fierce what are they called? Grim Reaper, but she's also pregnant. So that's like death and rebirth kind of thing. So you kind of get the gist, you know, so obviously, but it's got a kind of a dark style to this. Here's the Magician. Here's the Emperor. Oh, and I do actually really like this card a lot. This is the Strength card. And let's see, one more, the World. I definitely like that card a lot. So that's a good deck to have. But, you know, when you're more like, that's really good around Halloween and when doing readings, you know, for people who are kind of getting into that mood. So that's really fun. Okay, let's go back down here. Let's see. This is the Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. I love his stuff. I really, really love his stuff. So this is one side. These cards are, well, you can use them for Halloween, I guess, if you want, but these are for the people who need more of a gentle reading. And this would be that card. So here's the Death card, which in this one would be Release. Maybe not so scary. And these have little sayings at the bottom, and each of the major arcana, these are different angels or archangels. So like this is Archangel Azrael is the Death card or the Release card. And then here's Renewal. Love that card, that's beautiful. Archangel Shamuel, Life Experience. So each of these, and they go by fire, earth, air, and water. And all the fire, these really cool different representations, kind of like dragons, things like that, and mermaids and things in the water. They're really cool. I love these cards. A lot of people love these cards. These are one of my most popular cards for reading for people. They enjoy these, and it's, I guess, probably because it's a more gentle approach to the tarot. Another gentle approach to the tarot is let's see, what is this one? This is the moon. Oh, the Moonchild Tarot. Y'all hear my Texas accent come out? Y'all see how thick this deck of cards is? Holy mackerel. It was gilded this way. This is more of an indie deck. This isn't one you can get off Amazon. I think most of the ones, I think all the ones I showed you except for the vintage one, you can probably get mass produced off Amazon so far, except for, again, the vintage one and this one. This is one that you cannot. But this one is, let's see, what is her name? I forgot. Danielle Noel. Danielle Noel is the one who wrote and illustrated these cards, and they are just beautiful. For one, I love the fronts, the card fronts. They're just beautiful. And then, of course, the Death card. My hand is in the way. There's a border at the bottom with the name, but otherwise there's an interpretation, a transition, different snakes that shed their skin, and moths and butterflies transitioning. So that one, of course, is a great card. Here's, this is an extra card. There's shadow work. It's pretty. Helps you. Here's the Three of Swords. It's a scary card, but in this one, they just make it really pretty. I just think it's prettier. Not so much a scary card, just ones you're not really hoping to get. Here's the Sun. So this is a bit more of a gentle approach, you know, to things. Just, it's very, very nice. Beautiful. She did a great job. And the book is really, I love this little companion book that comes with it. You know, it's a good size. It's in color. Oh, look what I just did. I opened to the Death card. Ha 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 ha. My favorite card. That's funny. Anyways, but it has, not only does it have full color, it gives a description, a little description of the card, and then it gives you like keywords just things that maybe can pop your intuition going. Transformation, birth, metamorphosis, transition. Then it has even inquiry questions like, what is coming to an end in order to begin again? What is shedding, breaking, shifting, and rising? Gives you the astrological signs and gemstones as well. So it's a pretty neat little companion book. It's very beautifully written. Danielle Noel is a phenomenal writer as well as an illustrator. And there's also about the card and reverse meanings about the card. So this is really in detail and very, very, very much worth it, I would say, if you're looking to expand past Rider-Waite. I also have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Sometimes people want to get frisky in their card readings, and this one is one of them that we can do that. I like it okay. I'd like to have a really good one. This one seems a little bit old school illustrations, if you will. There's not many, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. There's not a lot of ethnicity. I don't really know. It's just mainly white people and really good views for the white male. But that's okay. We can use our imaginations if we need to go more. But here's the death card. It's kind of scary. Maybe it's the death of a relationship. Woo! That's probably the worst card in the whole pile. Otherwise, you're going to get, you know, here's the Knight of Swords, which is cards that look kind of like that. So X-rated. Sorry. Sorry, kids. But, you know, it's got fun images. Here's the lovers. Here's the world. So yeah, that one's fun for those kinds of readings. I don't use it very often, to be honest. And then I also have a Thoth deck right here. I've only used it a couple times, to be honest with you. I haven't really ever gotten into this deck. I know it was Aleister Crowley. I know he was big back in the day. Anyways, here's the death card. The cards are beautiful. I don't know why. I just haven't opened them up and used them. But there's the death card, which I find fascinating and beautiful, of course. A couple more. I'll just kind of go through, but you know. Lady Frida Harris, isn't she I think she's the one. I'll probably show you all these upside down here. What is her name? I was gonna see if her name was on here because I don't think I have the box anymore, but I'm pretty sure her name is Lady Frida Harris, and she's the one who illustrated these cards. So they're very beautiful. They're very beautiful cards. I just don't know why I don't use them. Maybe I should start. So, okay. And then I have, what is this? This is the Vision Quest Tarot. It's kind of a Native American deck by Guy and Sylvie Winter and Joe Doge, I believe. And it is, again, it's a Native American. They've changed some of them up. So like the death card is a transformation card. It's very pretty. There's a chaos card. So, and then all of their, other than like the fathers, well, there's the fathers and mothers and anyways, but so like the 9 of Earth is accumulation, and it has like a little bit of writing down there below. 10 of Water, fulfillment. So these are really, really, really pretty cards if you're into Native American lore or legend or history. Then these might be some really fun cards to have for you guys. So moving on, we're going to do the Osho Zen Tarot. It says it's the transcendental game of Zen. Comes with this kind of a guidebook. Not in color, but neat nonetheless. I have to say, the way that it's set up is a little strange at first to find the cards, but once you get the hang of it, obviously, not a big deal. So, this is by Osho from St. Martin's Press. And this is what it looks on the side. And these cards just really kind of speak to me. They're more of a tarot. They do follow the tarot, but they're more of their own standalone, which I have a couple of those in here. None of these are oracle cards. These are all my tarot collection. Oracle cards will be next in a different video. We're already 15 minutes in. I gotta get my butt moving. So here is going with the flow and morality. Oh wait, I was gonna do the death card. There it is. It's a transformation. Here's an adventure. These are just really neat and pretty, and the existence. The write-up about these cards in the book are just beautiful too. So that's the Osho Zen Tarot. Next we have the Voyager Tarot, and this is an actual picture of DNA. The tiny little book that comes with this is not in color or anything like that, but the write-ups on all the cards are so well intentioned and so thought through that it just makes me happy. But here is the death card. These are really hard for people. There's a love-hate relationship, I think, with this deck. Here's the Devil's Play. There's so much going on in every single card, and it's so you can get a different reading every single time. It'll never be the same. Child of Crystals. This is a learner at the top. Someone who can learn. Let's do a couple more. Oops, I think I just did that upside down. Here's this one. This one is the Woman of Worlds, the Preserver. So there's just so many different things to see. A ballet dancer. There's water for emotions, the world, a pregnant woman. I mean, I don't even know what some of those are. Dancers, birds. A Native American woman, pots. I mean, and it'll explain what all of those mean, but there's just so much to get your intuition really, really, really going. And that's what I enjoy about these cards. I can usually get a pretty straight in your face reading with this one. It's always spot on. Another deck that is out there, there's not many of them, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I can't speak today. But this is the La Cour de Tarot G. They're kind of cool. They're almost kind of like a bookmark, skinny and tall. And here's the death. Actually, that's the devil. But these are hand-painted cards by, I'm sorry, let's see, Anna Maria Donofrio. She's an Italian artist, and these little guys are just super, super pretty. There's the sun. It is in Italian, so you might want to keep that in mind. Let's see, is there the death card in here? I guess I never got this one out. Oh, there it is right there. But this is her version, an art of the tarot. And then, of course, the minor is Pip. So there's 4 of Pentacles, obviously, or the little things like that. So this is a deck. There's not many of these circulating either. So this is an indie deck, and I actually had to get this. I want to say they came from Bulgaria. Not positive. But look how thick It's on this like canvas type stuff, all hand painted, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful art. I love it. I love it. I don't use it a lot because people don't really understand them, but they are great to have in the collection. As I just mess up everything. Okay, so moving on, I think what I will do next is, I know you've never, ever, never seen these before. And the reason being is because I made them. I did not. I got them printed up, I guess is what I should say, and put my own thought process into what each card should go with what. But the images came from a site on the internet where I can use their art, but I can't use it for monetary value, so I can't sell these or anything, but they're for my own personal purpose. And this is my version of the Death card. Again, this is other people's art that I found that I enjoyed. And here's my version of the Hanged Man. And this is kind of just a whole plethora of different cards. I have the Lovers. Just, you know, just cards that I liked. It doesn't really have a theme. I do have another one that I've come up with, another deck that I'll show you. Here's the Two of Fire. Oh, this deck is all fire, all the elements. There's the Hierophant. And the Fool. The Empress. So yeah, these are all kind of my interpretations and then just images from the internet. Here's the Hermit. And let's see, there's the Queen of Fire. So anyways, those are some of the ones that I've come up with. And then I also came up with another one because that's just fun and I like being creative sometimes. But I've come up with this one. This one is my alien deck. So this one is all about aliens, and my Death card, that one, Daring to Be Afraid. Here's the Sun. It's an alien riding on some comet. Here's the Five of Wands, reality or conflict card. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Here's the Star. I'm sure you've probably seen some of these images, maybe, maybe not. Again, I just pulled them from the internet. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. My finger from his face, that'd be kind of cool. Justice. And then I also put, cause you can, when you get these printed up, Knight of Wands. When you get these printed up, you can get as many cards. They don't actually come in 78. I think you can get 80 or maybe it's 90 or something like that. On this one, I did 90 and I was able to get, a couple of extra cards. These aren't all of them, but like here's the Self card. Let me put that in there. A Shadow Work. Trust. And here's Connection. It's probably my favorite. I like that one. So anyway, so that's a tarot deck that I've kind of come up with that I enjoy a lot. Another tarot deck that I have in my collection is the Fountain Tarot. That's what it looks like. That's what the little book looks like. And the Fountain Tarot, the creator, Jonathan Sayes, writer, Jonathan Gruel, designer, Andy Todaro, and Roost Books published these. So this, another easy step up or deck to learn because it's very simple and the art is beautiful. Here's the Devil card, the Death card, the Magician, the Moon, the Lovers, here's the Ace of Cups, coins, I'm sorry. Just real pretty cards. Page of Swords. The art is just really, really pretty. I enjoy these. They're easy to read, and they connect. They connect with everybody. It seems like everybody just enjoys these. And the book is really good. Real short little kind of a white pamphlet, but a little better book. So moving on, this is kind of a newer one that I've had for a little while, and I still haven't really used it. This is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. I absolutely love the outside of them. They're so pretty. This is by Tori Hartman, and she also does the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. And these are really neat because she has actually coated the cards with a border. So that one's blue, and you can see that one's green, and that one's purple. And anyway, she's color-coded these cards because each one has something to do with each different chakra. So let's pull out, I wanted to show you the Fool, and it has to do with the root. And I want you to just kind of look. What she did is this woman goes on a journey from the Fool all the way through the major arcana to learn different lessons. So it starts with this one, and I didn't show you the Death card first because I wanted to show you the Fool, because here's the Death card right here, and I want you to see how she's transitioning from that Fool card, because that's the same as what she looked like in the Fool card, but she's transitioning into that. And I just absolutely think that's just so pretty. And then this is the World, and it's kind of all the chakras mixed together. It's the end, and it's the same as that back. So there's some good stuff to it. Here's the Ten of Swords. That's kind of a freaky card, but in this one, she's made it, you know, look good. And that's the solar plexus color that has to do with personal power. And they make a lot of sense. So, not necessarily one that I've really delved into yet, but I will for sure, because I do love the chakras. And the cardstock is really good. You can see that they are pretty thick in here, and it's pretty good size. So thank you, Tori Hartman. And the next one we're going to go to is Raven Phelan's Dreams of Gaia. I know they've just come out with a pocket edition. I'm in love with this book right here. I'm in love with this deck. It's a little different, maybe one of those tarot things again. It's not in color, but tons and tons and tons of information packed in here. Oh my gosh, the art, people, oh, the box it comes in, everything is just perfect with this deck. There's not like it's a great size, real thick, maybe not thick, but a good stock. They're glossy. They're just all around beautiful, beautiful cards. So here is the Death and Rebirth card. Here's a Two of Water. Or Two of Cups, I guess. It has its own little way to go. Here's a Desire. Intuition. Sorry, there's a glare, guys. I mean, but the imagery in these cards are absolutely gorgeous. So you can tell it's fire, earth. Look at that. It's a dragon, and it's beautiful. The Choice card. Where do you go from here? So these are some of my favorites, and I'm going to say it doesn't necessarily follow tarot very well, even though they are. It's kind of its own version of tarot. So if you're just starting out, it might not be the best for you, but it's amazing, and it's beautiful, and it's definitely worth having in your collection. if you want to study it and read the book and kind of have your own new version, or this version of tarot, I recommend it. It's beautiful and I love, love, love it. Moving on, we have the Ostara Tarot. This is my favorite, cheapest version of tarot, I would say. There were these 4 artists, let's see, Molly Applejohn, Eden Cook, Krista Jabard, and Julia Iredale. And it comes in this sturdy little box. It comes with this beautifully illustrated full color book. It comes with these beautiful 78 tarot cards. And not only that, it's gilded in silver. And not only that, I'm pretty sure with shipping and everything, it was like 18 bucks. That's nothing. So, the artist, now, what I will say about this is that it's a little off the wall. Some of them I don't understand. Some of the art, I'm not quite sure I understand too much. And it's kind of hard because there's no writing on there. So, and the art is so different that you don't know if it's for wands or pentacles or whatever sometimes. So it kind of, it's kind of one of those things, I guess, that you just have to really work with, I guess, you know. So I don't usually read some upside down, so I don't like to have my cards upside down. But anyways, we'll start with the death card. They're still very beautiful. Is that in the frame, guys? Here's, the full, I love the full card. It's one of my favorites in this deck, for sure. It's so pretty. Look how cute that is. Here's the Judgment card. I really like this one. Here's the 5 of Wands. 2-headed snake going in different directions. Makes sense. The Magician. So this is a really good deck. And then you can also see not only is it cheap and fully illustrated and an awesome box and gilded edges, but look how thick this one is too. It's good cardstock. So, anywho. All right. Cardstock not so good, but absolutely, absolutely in love with the deck is the Green Witch Tarot. I love this one so much. And Maura, I have some of your books and she's just awesome. She just knows what she's doing. Her intuition's spot on, and her the way she talks to people and gives the information that or the knowledge that she's gained, it's priceless. It's really good. She's great. This is Llewellyn as the people who do this, which usually they give great books. They give crappy cardstock. So, not in color, but packed full of info. This would probably be looks like the Tower or something. So you can see all the info in there. And then the cards are, how strange is that that would be the first one when we turn to that book. I guess it's not strange. They like when everything works. Okay, so no borders. Y'all know me at all. You know I don't like borders very much, but I guess I didn't put this one in order either. I was going to show all my death cards and everything. There's the Horned God. Seven of Pentacles. It's just real pretty art and a Green Witch version of the tarot, which is pretty in itself. There's the Star. So borderless, Beautiful, beautiful imagery. Fun to have. Okay, moving on. We have another Llewellyn, which means junk cardstock, but bad A book. Phantasmagoria. This is the Tarot of Vampires, which I love vampires, so I had to get this. And I also heard that this book was an amazing tarot book, which it is. Another one, not in color, not even many pictures, but there is about 2 to 3 pages per card worth of info. That's insane and exciting. Little disappointed in some of the imagery. That's okay, is what it is. It was kind of one of those impulse buys, just like, vampires, yes, I'm gonna get it. And then come to find out, it's not as what you thought it was gonna be. But that doesn't mean it's bad, guys. It doesn't mean it's bad. Anyways, here's the death card. The Chariot, I like that one. I like the Four of Grails because it reminds me of a vampire. It's actually sucking the blood out of somebody. And we have like, there's a few good ones. Some of them not so much. I do like the Priestess. Here's the Lord of Scepters. Well, just kidding, since I dropped it. The Lord of Scepters is what it is, I guess. I don't get some of the imagery. Some of it's a little, in my opinion, corny, like the Prince of Knives. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, so that one's good and the book is amazing. I have 3 left. We're almost done. Okay, so next is, you know what? I'm going to do this one first. Scratch that. So next we have Tarot Illuminati by Kim Huggins and Eric C. Dunn. This one might as well be Rider-Waite Smith because everything is very, 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 very similar to Rider-Waite Smith. The imagery, you can pick it out. So once you learn the Rider-Waite Smith, if you wanted to move on to a different deck, this is a great one to start with because you'll know everything. Here is the guidebook. It's kind of thin, but it's full color. And there's good write-ups about each of the cards. So that's neat. And then, of course, imagery again, like Rider-Waite Smith, but wabam colors is what I'm saying. So here we go with the death card. So what? Very much like Rider-Waite Smith. Very, very, very much. Here is Judgment. Eight of Swords. Man, don't you like that version? I'm trying to get it to where there's no glare. I like that version. The Lovers. Is my dog shaking? Here's the Ten of Cups. So yeah, these are extremely vibrant cards. And the artistry is so similar to the Rider-Waite Smith. Here's Temperance. Ace of Cups. It's just a great, 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 great one to have. I absolutely love it. I was a little turned off by the name of it, Tarot Illuminati, because, you know, you hear about those, the Illuminati, what is that, secret society or whatever, but it has nothing to do with that. Illuminating the tarot and illuminating what is going on in your life is kind of what that stands. Okay, I keep getting cut off. No worries. So anyways, Tarot Illuminati is a great, great, great deck. And then they came out with a sister deck, Tarot Apocalypse. And that's this big old bad mofo right here. Pretty good cardstock, I guess. Not too shabby. Not too bad, I guess. big book this time. I'm talking big book. So like you can see, it's got a spine. I don't know, let's see how many pages. So about 450 pages of book, full color. Obviously tons of information in the cards and like great illustrations, and it talks about what they are. Not like Rider-Waite-Smith this time. However, I mean, look at this Three of Swords in this one. The imagery is beautiful in these decks that they have going on. Here's the Prince of Cups, kind of like Cupid. Doesn't that make so much sense? I thought so. Look at this Strength card. What? This deck is just really, really, really fun. Did I do the Death card in this one? I did, look. Here's the Death card. Here's the Fool card. I like that one a lot. And this one has, you know, it tries to include a different, you know, different views, whether like Viking type of views. I think the swords are more like a Viking type. And then there's a kind of Hindu traits in here. All kinds of very, very amazing Buddhists and just all kinds of stuff. There's, I think, the Hierophant. So anyway, so yeah, that's another amazing deck to have. And last and certainly not least is one of the newer ones. It's been out for a while, but one of the newer ones is the Deviant Moon Tarot. And I got the borderless edition. It too is kind of a long, skinny deck. So this is what it looks like. Like, so your hands, like, especially if I have long fingers, so like you could tell that I'm really stretching mine out to grab these guys. So they're really long and skinny. It comes in a box, and it comes with this little white pamphlet right here, which is pretty good. I was actually a little disappointed in the cardstock. It's kind of thin. And then also, this is the only card, which is the Death card. It's the only card it doesn't have like the writing death or whatever on there. So I'm not really upset about it. I didn't need it, but it just doesn't go with all the rest of the cards. So there's the Death card. This is the Deviant Moon. I absolutely love this deck. There's the Devil. When I first saw this, and it was probably like everybody else, this is kind of a macabre gothic type of deck. Oh my God. Look at this Nine of Cups. Your wish is my command. It's like a genie. Doesn't that make so much sense? I love that. Here's the Four of Wands. Celebration. So it's a very strange art. But man, I don't think that there's anybody out there that does not connect with this deck once they get it. Okay, so you can buy separately a companion book to go with the Deviant art. Guys, it's like a coffee table book. It's really, really big. It's really big. It's really heavy. It's 340 pages, full of color, drawings about the author, about the illustrator. He is Patrick Valenza. What a cool person. I've seen a couple of interviews, and this kid, well, he's a man now, but when he was a little kid, he started drawing, I think his first, when he was 8, like for tarot cards. Like he knew he needed a tarot deck. He knew what his life purpose was going to be. There's the Death. And then it has like a write-up about it. Man, if you're going to spend money, because this is, I think, $40 just for the book, and then I believe the cards were $20 or something like that, I'm going to tell you what, it's worth it. It'd be in my top 5. I'd want to take it where I go. I don't know what my top 5 would be. So let's say this is in my top 5. What Deviant art? Probably this one, the Moonchild Tarot. would be in my top 5. I don't know which one between these two would also be as far as my Rider-Waite Smith. I love the Smith-Waite version, the borderless edition. I love this version. I read everybody with that one. But I also love my vintage deck. And if it had the writing on it, it probably would beat them out, but it doesn't. But that's okay, since I already know the cards, it doesn't bother me. But I absolutely love the way they look and the vintage. And so that would be in there. I don't really know. Maybe Dreams of Gaia as far as art. I love reading with the Voyager Tarot because I can get a lot of information usually like a 3-card spread could probably give me a good 20 to 30 minute reading. And of course, I definitely like my own decks, you know, that I made. I would probably take these guys out with me. There is just some of these cards, like, you know, the ones that I just picked, like the 9 of Air, that's kind of like the anxiety card. Makes sense. Or the Queen of Water, how emotionally intuitive she is. I just think they match. And so maybe my decks would be in my top 5 too. I don't know. Maybe even the Tarot Illuminati, since I love Rider-Waite Smith decks and I love this version so much. So anyways, this is my tarot collection. Sorry it's taken a minute to get through it. Hope you liked it.